Welcome everyone, good to have you here again. In this lecture we're gonna focus on another string method named split. Here's the basic syntax of the split method. This method is used to split a string into an array of substrings based on a specified delimiter. In other words, this method is used to break down strings into smaller parts based on a certain separator and returns an array of substrings. For example, here, we split the given string using whitespace as a separator. The resulting array will contain individual words: his, name, is, and John. This is another example where we are using a comma as a delimiter or separator. This method works in such a way that from left to right, wherever it reaches the delimiter, it adds the part of the string that is behind the delimiter as a substring to the array of substrings. The resulting array will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, let's delve into VS Code and see the split method in action. Alright, this time let's use an underscore as a separator. Do not worry about the for each keyword, we'll discuss it in detail in the loops section. For now, what you need to know is that this loop will display all the substrings of the numbers variable in the terminal. Alright, let's run the application to see what happens. As you can see, all numbers are displayed in the terminal one by one. Okay, you should know that the default separator in the split method is whitespace. For example, if we separate these numbers with whitespace and invoke the split method without any specified separator, we'll get the same result as before. To confirm this, let's run the application and see the result. As you can see, everything works as expected. Alright, we can also use an array of chars or strings as delimiters or separators. For example, let's declare a string variable with some text. Then, let's create a chars array including a comma and whitespace. Next, we pass it as a separator to the split method. And finally, we're using for each loop for displaying all returned substrings. Now, let's run the application to see the result. Okay, we get the expected result, and this string is split wherever it encounters comma or whitespace. But, as you can see, between John and he, we have an empty item. When the delimiter is an array, wherever the split method reaches any of these delimiters, it adds the part of the string that is behind the delimiter as a substring to the array of substrings. Here, immediately after the comma, there is a whitespace, which is also a separator. Since there is nothing between these two separators, an empty item is added to the array. Alright, the split method has a parameter named string split options that we can use to remove empty items. Now save the file and try it out. As you can see, the empty item has been successfully removed. Alright, let's show you another example. Suppose we're gonna separate these numbers using the split method. Can you guess what separator we should use to return only these 4 numbers in the form of an array? To separate 1, 2, and 3, we have to use a comma as a separator, but for the number 4, we must use a whitespace followed by the word and. So, we have to use an array of strings as a separator. Let's pass it into the split method. Now we display the result in the terminal. Okay, let's give it a try. As you can see, the result is what we wanted. Alright, the split method allows us to control the number of returned substrings by specifying the maximum number of desired substrings. For example, let's invoke the previous example, but this time put 2 as the limit of substrings. Now save the file and try it out. As you can see, it returns 2 substrings as we wanted. If we pass 3 as a limit parameter and run the application again, the resulting array will contain 1, 2 and the rest of the string. To confirm it, let's run the application once more. As you can see, we get the expected result. In summary, the split method allows us to divide a given string into multiple substrings based on the specified delimiter or separator. It can be used with different delimiters, such as a char or a string, array of chars, or array of strings. Additionally, it allows us to control the number of returned substrings and remove empty substrings. Okay, done. See you in the next lecture.